Okay, so very briefly, just a little bit of a recap. You're very generous to let us share this. Okay. The photographs of the supplies in the backpacks, the chores, outstanding. The planning backwards to execute forward. That mental dress rehearsal. Start with the done. Visualize your future goal. Show me, tell me your plan. Rehearsing, not done till you get done. The get ready, the do, get done. Tell me very briefly.
You're awesome.
Well, you're awesome. And a lot of people are agreeing with me here. What is it that you want to say to the students? Okay, so the students that weren't here, what do you want them to know? Some sort of a nugget, a takeaway for that student.
Yeah, so when I work with students, I think the most important thing is I always ask a student, when you think about time and someone says it's 3 o'clock, we're leaving in a half hour, I always say to them, do you think it's 3 o'clock like this and we're leaving in a half hour? Or do you picture it's 3 o'clock and we're leaving in a half hour, and really see kind of that passage of time? I apologize, I'm drawing it a little bit messy. Most students will say, I absolutely think in that, like 3 o'clock. And one of the very best things that students can do is just start thinking in analog time, really picturing, okay, if it's 3 o'clock and I'm going to be working on that homework assignment for a half hour, where do I want to be in a half hour? If I need to be out the door by 3:20, what do I need to do by 3:20? And here's the reason why. As a student, you have a lot of things that you want to do. Maybe you want to get mom off your back and you want to go outside and skateboard. Maybe you want to have more time to watch YouTube. Maybe you want to go play a video game. Maybe you want to get outside and ride your mountain bike. The thing is that if you're not sensing the passage of time, an hour and a half could go by of mindless stuff on TikTok or something else, and you've lost an hour and a half of that time, and you've lost time to do your work, and then you've lost time, to get outside or for video games or to get mom off your back. So start to see the time so that you can actually use it efficiently and earn back the time that is important to you.
That was outstanding. I'm going to ask you my last question. Mary may have a comment, but okay, now I'm a parent. I was on a flight tonight. I didn't get to hear this important presentation. And I have to say, I have watched all of your excellent YouTubes that are out there. They're wonderful, and there are many. So we will share that.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to the parent who couldn't be here tonight? What do they need to know?
Yeah, so I think a couple things. I think one is that there are a lot of really great books out there. Couple things, definitely check out our website, efpractice.com. I think the books Smart But Scattered are great for students. There's lots of strategies in there for parents on how to do things. If you have students that are really struggling with organization, I love the book Where's My Stuff? And there's an older but a goodie book called Organizing from the Inside Out. There's also a really great resource called Your Kid's Gonna Be Okay. It's great. And for younger kids, the Everything Parents Guide to Executive Function is terrific. But again, I guess my big final thing is, if you haven't had a chance to be with me today, just remember executive function is all about the mental rehearsal, visualizing what you're going to do. So don't say to your student, go upstairs, get ready for soccer, put your shin guards on and come down and get a water bottle. Because when you do that, you're the one that's doing the rehearsal, not the student. Practice saying to your student, it's time for soccer. You're headed upstairs. Show me your plan. Because we've got to get that kid to say, oh, okay, well, I got to get my shin guards and I got to do that. And honestly, my experience is, even if your kid looks at you and goes, oh, rolls the eyes, please, mom. The fact that you just said, show me your plan, you've at least triggered that thought process and that self-talk of, oh, okay, I need to go upstairs. And at least they're thinking it a little bit. But if you just say, go do this and do this and do that, then they're going to be reliant on you. And at some point, that kid is going off to college. At some point, that kid has to be able to rehearse that plan on their own. So we want to really emphasize that.
Beautiful. Mary, do you have final words here?
No, I just want to say thank you. And I think that what I appreciated the most, and as a special educator, so much of our work is in this area, is that there are so many of these strategies that will allow students some independence and some growth toward independence that I think is so critical. That parents aren't doing everything for them, and that we in the schools are not doing everything for them. And so I just appreciate so many of the suggestions that I think will help us get there.
Thank you, Mary.
Yep, that's the goal. All right.
Sarah.
Well, thank you everyone for joining me, and I hope I didn't make you seasick moving around the screen.
Great. Participants, thanks for listening. Share the resource of GPS. Everyone's always welcome. Have a wonderful evening. As a great school year. Thank you so much.
Bye all. Have a good one.
Bye all. Thank you.